get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got room at the 35. Can anyone catch him? And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. They're trying to get to it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap and a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense, you got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football. You want to be in the mix. Find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
They'll run play action. Coming after him. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he's got it inside the 35.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
Looking to pass. It's Ash. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got him downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Purdue! The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Offense set on 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on second down after the short completion. The give to the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what...
Nothing but green ahead. At the 20. Touchdown, Bruins. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Number 22.
On to attempt the try. Splits those uprights right in half. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They go to the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Gets it out quickly.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel-type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the Boilermakers will move the sticks.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And a sweet catch on a nice gain. Gets it down to the 30-yard line. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Working that left side now. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Let's go. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from him. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Morrison. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a town to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
Wide out in motion. He wants to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Still running at the 40. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Fires to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
First down for the offense.
On the double.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Purdue 10, UCLA 7.
The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Outstanding athleticism, but not very efficient on the catch. That's a loss of yardage.
That's when I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete, because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. That's reeled in. It's Gore. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He finds his man.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Gives it to the back on the draw. The Boilermakers pick up the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Back to throw, it's Ash. Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Leaves it with the back. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Feeling some heat. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Working that left side. Off he goes. He's at the 30. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bruins! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Virginia Tech is in danger of getting demolished today. And while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time. They're trailing by 14 to Tennessee. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Ash. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, UCLA. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. No, he just flat ran over it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. They'll operate out of split backs.
Get set.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the right. Got his man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1 play. Brings up third down.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Boilermaker!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Leaves it with the running back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCLA will go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know...
Gets downfield for the big catch. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Trying to find his man on first down. Time to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bruins! They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2 minutes.
And the ball is picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Ash. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's caught. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
The play caller's got to look up.
Touchdown, UCLA! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
First half with the score, UCLA 42, Purdue 24.
The Boilermakers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to him on the ground. At the 35, he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
Well, the offense goes toss, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
They'll line up for a second down play. They think there's room to run to the right here. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Quick pass on the fly motion. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt.
Well, this defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They have done such a good job recruiting D-linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They've found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Power football with the run. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll try the run. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
The Bruins have this offense rolling. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When you you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Bruins! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll give it to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Now facing a 3rd and long. Right back to the well. Just plowing ahead. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And how about that on 3rd down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. 3rd down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down. And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And when those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Now they'll run it to the right here. Oh, he got loose. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
UCLA.
On the double.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, UCLA.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Here we go. Alert, alert.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
2-9 Philly.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one. Well, with a huge lead, interesting decision. Are you going to try to pad it with a field goal, or do you want to stay aggressive here?
And what's nice is you got this big lead, so it really doesn't matter whichever you choose, but you can grab the points or you can go to try to put this nail in the coffin.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Like, if you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Dropping back, it's Ash. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
I'll tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his 2nd catch of the game. He came into this as one of the best receivers in all of college football, but this defense had a plan. They have shut him down. They have limited him. And that's why they're winning now.
And the Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up.
First down, Purdue.
Timber. Blitz.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. The throw to the outside is complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Come on, set.
They keep attacking through the air. Getting some heat. Buys a little time with his feet. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You're powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA. And the route is on. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field.
Here we go.
The give to the tailback. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
At the 26, brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
42 spider.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. He may keep that rush honest after completing a pass earlier. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Lasso. Lasso. Ready to go.
They'll go to the ground. And the Bruins get enough to move the chains.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense